My enemies are many. My equals are none. In the shade of olive trees, they said Italy could never be conquered. In the land of pharaohs and kings, they said Egypt could never be humbled. In the realm of forest and snow, they said Russia could never be tamed. Now they say nothing. They fear me, like a force of nature, a dealer in thunder and death. I say, I am Napoleon. I am Emperor.
Some men live and die in the shade of their olive trees. A lifetime of peace and simply ambition. Welcome to Corsica. You're about to learn how to build an empire through conquest and diplomacy, establish vast and profitable trade routes, research new and exciting technologies, and advance Napoleon's military power on both land and sea. Let's start by... You can also zoom in and out of the campaign map by rolling the middle mouse button back and forth. Let's select your general, Napoleon Bonaparte. Move your mouse cursor over him, and then Napoleon has a set number of movement points that can be used in each turn of the game. The distance... Also, within the character's movement area is a slightly smaller area in a different color. This is the zone of control. Try moving Napoleon to the port of Bastia on the northeast coast of Corsica. Select Napoleon, and then right-click on the map on the intended destination with your mouse. Towns, ports and cities form the backbone of your nation. Double left-click on one of them to open its information panel. This will show exactly what it does. The panel contains information about your towns and ports, including their effects and background detail. Clicking on the tick icon will close this panel. Once you have finished everything you want to do during this turn, select the End Turn button at the bottom of the screen. As Napoleon prepared to leave his island home, he must have been nervous. He was a boy leaving his family behind for a life in a strange new place. If only he had known that he was starting out on a path that would change the face of Europe forever. A ship has arrived to take Napoleon to the French mainland. Select Napoleon and then right-click on the ship to board it. Notice that the ship automatically moves towards Napoleon. And if he has enough movement points left in this turn, he will board the ship.
Embarquement! Hommes, en avant!
Having boarded the ship, you now need to select a destination. As your course has now been set, you need to end turn before your ship can move in the next turn. Having set your ship's course in the previous turn, select the end turn button so that it automatically carries out your order. Alternatively, if you wish to change your orders, simply select your ship and then right-click on a new area of sea to set a new destination.
Je ne peux pas le faire. Ordre du navire. En route. En position. Je ne peux pas faire cela, monsieur.
With his father, Napoleon traveled to mainland France to begin his schooling. From the moment he saw his new home, Napoleon fell in love. The beautiful countryside and cities must have been impressive to a boy from a small island. Perhaps he dared to dream that one day he would own all that beauty. With the camera now on Switzerland, quickly move back to Napoleon using the radar map at the bottom left of the screen. Simply left-click on the area of the map within the radar panel that you wish to view. The camera will then move there. Try using this method to change the view to Napoleon. Then select him and make your way to the Swiss border.
Monsieur, vos ordres? Marchez!
Message boxes will appear during most turns on the left-hand side of the screen. You are about to enter another faction's territory. To see what your diplomatic relations are, click the Diplomacy panel allows you to seek alliances, form trade agreements, and use other nations' land for military access. Each nation is listed in either the Major or Minor Nation tabs. You can interact with a nation by clicking on its name and then left-clicking on the Open Negotiations button at the bottom of the panel. The Sardinians do not look like they wish to negotiate. Instead, try seeking a trade agreement with another nation. So Switzerland is currently allied with France, and you have military access to their land. As it is a rich and wealthy nation, you should seek a trade agreement to increase France's wealth. Select the Request Trade Agreement option from the left-hand side of the screen. Submit your offer by left-clicking on the Send Proposal button at the bottom of the panel. With a trade agreement, France receives additional wealth each turn for as long as the agreement is in effect. Your wealth can be viewed at the bottom of the screen. a victim of bullying, Napoleon held his head high. Other children may have drawn in upon themselves. He had the fierce pride of his father, and when asked to kneel before a schoolmaster, he calmly replied that a man bows only before God. This maxim would follow him into his adult years. Make your way to Reims with Napoleon.
Monsieur, vos ordres? Préparez-vous!
As you have
Marchez!
chosen to move Napoleon to a destination outside of his movement area, additional arrows have been drawn on the map to display the number of turns required to reach the destination. Each arrow represents one turn. Do not forget to click the End Turn button once you have finished. Press the space bar to speed up movement and land and sea. Both units and turn times will now accelerate. Press the space bar again to return to the default speed.
En avant! Marchez! Troupes! En avant! Hommes! En avant!
To construct a college, select the town of Brienne. Then mouse over its construction site icon on the review panel. Once the college drop-down icon appears, left-click on it to start construction. Each building takes a certain number of turns to construct. This number is displayed on the building's icon on the review panel. To review information relating to your current missions, select the Objectives button at the bottom of the screen. The Objectives panel displays your active mission, as well as the overall victory conditions required to win the campaign. Do not forget to click the Enter. Traveling between regions can be made faster by improving the roads within them. To do this, select Reims and then select the Infrastructure tab. Then, mouse over the construction site icon and select the road drop-down icon to upgrade the roads. Better quality roads allow agents and armies to move further within a region during a turn. They also improve the local economy and trade. The construction of the college is now finished. Click on the Research and Technology button at the bottom of the screen to advance your nation's skills and resources. The Research and Technology panel shows military, administrative and industrial technology trees. Simply left-click on the technology icon within one of the trees to start research, or right-click to view the effects of a technology you are interested in researching. Technologies which cannot be researched at the moment will be grayed out. Each educational building you own allows one technology to be researched.
En avant! Marchez!
Gentlemen such as this can be used in a variety of different ways. Dueling, stealing technology from other nations, and speeding up your own technology research time. Let's use this gentleman to help with research at the nearby college. To do this,
Ma mission?
select the gentleman, then right-click on the college at Brienne to send him there.
En avant! Pour la couronne et le pays!
Do not forget to click the end turn button once you have finished everything you need to do this turn. Do not forget to click... Napoleon went to study at the École Militaire, a renowned military school that prepared him for his glittering career. He studied the lives of great military leaders, paying particular attention to Alexander's campaigns. He dreamed of emulating his heroes, something that few can turn into reality. But this was not the case for Napoleon. Make your way to Paris with Napoleon. Napoleon is garrisoned within Reims. To exit, simply right-click on an area of land away from the city. To build a cannon foundry, select Paris and then the Construction tab on the Review panel. Now, select the Cannon Foundry drop-down icon from the empty building site. Notice that you can build many different types of buildings in a city, and that cities can have multiple buildings within them. Do not forget to click the End Turn button once you have finished everything you need to do. During this campaign, Napoleon has gained various personality traits. Traits can be both positive and negative, and they are acquired as your generals do things and go places. To view your general's traits, right-click on his portrait card in the Army tab of the Review panel.
En avant! Pour la couronne et le pays!
This panel contains information about your city, including its public order levels, wealth, and current population number. Clicking on the tick icon will close this panel. Do not forget to click the End Turn button once you have finished everything you need to do this turn. You will find the Building Browser button useful now that you have a large number of buildings in your expanding empire. You can find it at the bottom. The Building Browser shows the types and locations of your buildings. Click on any of the buildings to see how it can be upgraded. This panel shows you the chain of upgrades available for the building you have selected. You can also use the arrows at the top of the panel to cycle through your various regions to see which buildings they contain. This is a useful method to see if any buildings can be upgraded in your empire. This panel shows you the chain of upgrades available for the building you have selected. You can also use the arrows at the top of the panel to cycle through your various regions to see which buildings they contain. This is a useful method to see if any buildings can be upgraded in your empire. To recruit a unit, select Paris and then the Recruitment tab on the Review panel.
Sans plus attendre.
Now, select the Canon unit to view information about a specific unit, either mouse over a unit card to see a brief tooltip, or right-click on the unit card to bring. This panel gives you important information about the unit, including size, cost, experience, special abilities, and a detailed description. The Revolution, a time of upheaval and a shining opportunity for Napoleon. Social position counted for nothing. Ambition would take a man anywhere, and Napoleon had it in abundance. Opportunity was coupled with hardship. Napoleon lost his father, but now he had a destiny to create. Make your way to Dijon with Napoleon.
Hommes, en avant! En avant! Pour la couronne et le pays!
To start building the musket manufactory, remember to select Dijon and then the Construction tab. Workers are on strike in Paris. Ignore them for the time being. The people are notorious for kicking up a fuss and will go back to work soon enough. Do not forget to click the End Turn button once you have finished everything you need to do this turn. Do not forget to click. To increase your nation's wealth, upgrade your towns and farms throughout France. Paris is now rioting. Pressing the home key will focus the camera on your capital. You must stop the riot before the situation turns into a full-blown rebellion. Now, click on the government button at the bottom of the screen to deal with the unrest. The government panel contains information about the current status of the nation. It also gives you the opportunity to change your government ministers and national taxes. Select to set the ministers panel shows you your national government. Each minister has a set of traits which gives bonuses or penalties within their areas of expertise. The trade panel shows each nation's trade agreements and current market values for each resource. Garrisoning units within a rioting city will also help stop the unrest. Recruit a unit of dragoons